What's been happening since my last? What has been happening? At home, things might have been a bit better. I mean, they might have got a bit better. Well, not actually better as such. What I mean is that they're more tolerable for me. The tension and discomfort is still intense, but what has happened lately is that I'm not being subject to the constant random attacks. Are they random? The constant aggression and challenging from my wife. In some ways, it's like she's given up and she's just pointedly not talking. And also being obstructive and, I could say, passive aggressive. I feel she's doing things doing things deliberately and consciously that she knows that I don't like. They're going to upset me, which is interesting because I don't do that to her. At her insistence, we have gone to see a couples counsellor. Not a phrase I like, but I don't know. Do you say marriage guidance? Not wholly satisfactory. I did speak to the counsellor beforehand and tell her that I can't talk about myself. I find it difficult well, it's difficult to start with. It's impossible in front of people I don't know that I've spent literally hundreds of hours having counselling, psychotherapy before. Much of that time spent in silence and certainly revealing nothing about myself. Difficult talking to someone else, difficult, impossible, and even more impossible if there's a third person in the room. I did talk about this with my hypnotherapist and she seemed to understand, but that's by the by. In fact, the only two people I've ever felt any ease talking about myself with spontaneously are the hypnotherapist and my friend. The actual session went very much as I expected. I got some direct questions and I couldn't answer them. The counsellor herself is a bit difficult. She talks to you like she's a bossy teacher and she has these awful modern mannerisms of speech which I find very difficult. I did take a certain amount of mushroom before going, only a half dose. We are going back, I think, and I will take more next time. And I did record the session, clandestinely, of course. I didn't find it very edifying. I played it back to my friend, or part of it, and she seemed interested. Perhaps a breach of confidence in doing that. Don't know, that's a tricky one there. My relationship with the friend, it comes and goes, highs and lows. Sometimes she's all keen, other times she's, by keen I mean friendly, welcoming, encouraging. Other times she is, as she would put it, spiky, or crusty, or being quite challenging herself. But that said, it's still for me a place where I feel safe and comfortable. That's probably all you're going to get today. It's been a long time since the last one, it feels. And I haven't got much to say now. I still got this bloody throat thing. I don't know whether it's now become spring hay fever asthma, but it does affect my voice. At the moment it's beautiful warm sunshine. It's been cold and wet and windy today. I had hoped to be able to spend my break lying on top of the van in the sun, but it's been a bit wet and definitely a bit too cold. Although now it's quite warm up there now. And it's time for me to move on. And I've now gone on for half a minute longer after I said I was going to stop. I'm going to stop because I have work to do, someone to meet later on, then I have to go home. And tomorrow morning, timed to facilitate my missing any eclipse that might be visible, I'm taking my wife to the station. She's off socialising in the southwest for a week, music and visiting family, leaving me at, yes, a loose end. I thought about doing some work this week, going to a market, but I allowed myself to be dissuaded very readily. I can still do it, but I'm not that keen. So I have a week. What am I going to do? I can perhaps carry on trying to sort out books and dispose of some of my thousands of books. A project that's hampered by the presence of my wife. I'd like to spend time with my friend, but that's up to her. I know she's got a lot of work on, and I can help her with that. Although she tends to be a bit reluctant about my doing so, for her own reasons, which are understandable. I suspect I shall not see as much of her as I should like, and I will spend time stuck at home, which can be pleasant, but with the arsehole neighbours and the general lack of privacy, it's often not that good. Now here comes a car going very slowly, so I guess it's going to stop here. Oh, it's a bloody electric one. So I shall probably stop my recording in a minute. Yeah, I'll see what happens. Is it going past? No, it's just cruising past really slowly. You see the panic there? I thought I was going to be spotted and have to stop. I'm going to stop anyway because I've now gone on for 3 minutes past my initial I'm going to stop time. Was there anything else I wanted to say? Sun. Was there anything else I wanted to say? There was lots more. I've been trying to write a blog. For what purpose? I'm not aware anyone can see it. They probably can if they know what to look for. It's just an exercise, really. Oh, the coming week. Visit, hopefully. Home, loose end, arsehole neighbours, no privacy, sun, get outside in the sun if I can, sort out books, cut up some of the wood that's around home for firewood. Having got rid of a quantity of cabinet making wood, timber. What's left will go for firewood, and I'll try and palm that off on my friend just to get rid of it. And who knows, I might get some trips done. Having been without trips for over a month. Getting on for 2 months. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Anyway, that's all for now. I've now gone on much longer than I thought, and I've got to do some work.